Hello my beautiful angels, welcome back to my channel. I'm Isabel Palacios, and in today's video I want to discuss the 5 simple yet powerful ways that I personally connect to my femininity. So as you guys know, I am a business owner. I do very many things that are more masculine in energy. So for me to connect back to my creative feminine side and to nurture my divine feminine, sometimes I have to be very conscious of what I'm doing in order to get back into that beautiful flow of energy that for me is very important, and I believe is something that I usually have suppressed in the past. So I know for a lot of women, especially in the modern day, suppressing the feminine is kind of something that is on autopilot for us, but still makes us feel almost very anxious or even depressed sometimes because we have suppressed so long our own unique divine feminine. If you guys want to know more and want to know step by step on how to unleash and enter your own beautiful unique divine feminine, hit a reset button on your life, I highly recommend you go try out my Goddess Reset program. The link is down below in the description with all the information on that course and that program, just in case you want something more in-depth. It is a self-study course and I love it, gotten so much great feedback from it, and I want you guys to check it out. So these are personal ways that I do it. I know there's all types of different things that people do to connect with their own femininity and their divine feminine. I know there's lots of videos nowadays on femininity and how to walk and dress and all that stuff, but I truly believe that femininity and the divine feminine is something that you embody. It's something that you become. It's not about the way you look or anything external. It is truly a feeling and something that anyone can tap into. So that being said, let's get on with my first tip, which is to consume music that aids me in my femininity or divine feminine. Now, a lot of modern day music, you guys know I love my oldies music, I love classical, but a lot of modern day music for me always kept me very much in my masculine, always in a very, like I have to be tough, like I have to have this kind of, savage kind of mentality and not let anything or anyone get to me. And I've noticed even music nowadays made by women or more feminine people, it's kind of catered towards that, because in this modern world we kind of have to have this really rough exterior. We have to be very on guard, and I don't like to live my entire life on guard. It's a little bit difficult being a woman as it is. So what I like to do with the music I listen to, I want it to be something very soft and very relaxing. And instead of just listening to meditation music, I listen to a lot of classical music by all types of composers. For me, some of the most feminine composers are Claude Debussy, even though these are men, does not matter as you can see, but Claude Debussy's music, Tchaikovsky, Mozart is definitely one of my favorites. And listening to this music, and sometimes on YouTube you'll find different versions of this music, and if you want to know what kind of music for me helps me get into my divine feminine, I have an entire playlist called the Isabel playlist, which I will link down below. It's all stuff you can find here. I love a lot of Lana Del Rey. I love a lot of classic oldies music. 70s, for example, is probably my favorite era. I think all that romance and all that feeling that these songs used to have, especially the songs that were made by men for women, the love songs. I love Donna Summer. All that for me is just gets me into that feminine energy right away. I also have Spotify, which is always linked in the description of my videos, where you guys can go check out my playlist. I have an entire oldies playlist. It's like 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, up until the 80s. That's definitely my vibe, and connecting back to that is for me very important, especially since I love music. Ever since I had kind of my spiritual awakening, I became more aware of who I was listening to. That's why you'll notice I don't listen to a lot of modern day music. Tip number 2, I love to romanticize my surroundings. I believe in romanticizing my life, hence why I'm always filled with paintings in my household, even though, and paintings for me, I love anything classical, Renaissance, anything that looks like it's from the ceiling of the Sistine Chapel. I love angels, religious art. I love anything from the 18th century inspired, probably some of my favorite Baroque era paintings. I love anything like that, very gold, very ornate. For me, that is very much in the feminine and a very powerful type of femininity. I also love to romanticize my space with candles. This one is by Patty Wax. This is the Gardenia and Tuberose. I love anything tuberose or rose, or there's this candle by Skylar scents that is discontinued, and I literally have it saved over there because I have not found a candle like it ever, and I even DM'd them and I was like, can you guys please bring these candles back? Because that one to me is the epitome of femininity. Also having cute little plants like this one, little flowers. This one's like a little rosebud bush that I have just sitting over there. And I just love plants. I love flowers. You guys know I like orchids, roses. To me, decorating, and you don't even have to have much money to decorate with these things, you know? It's like you put a little pot of flowers in the corner of your room. It just livens everything up, romanticizes everything. I like to buy a lot of stuff. I mean, honestly, I don't have a lot of home decor, if that makes sense, but if I do buy stuff, I like it to look unique. I like it to look a little bit older. Even going to like thrift shops or antique stores is awesome. I used to love to shop at antique shops for just little trinkets I could put in my room. Ever since I was in high school, I love to do that I romanticize my settings and my area. However, whatever is unique to you. Now, the thing about the Divine Feminine, it is very creative. So whatever makes you feel more creative. I mean, for me, it's art like this that makes me feel so creative. It's flowers, it's plants, but for you, it can be something completely different. I think that's something that you have to explore and you have to embrace and not feel like you have to fit any type of mold when it comes to romanticizing. A big thing that I love is, you know, having art. This is a ballet pair here. And I love a lot of art, like the one that's in my room. A lot of you guys know the big painting of a couple sitting on a sofa and chatting. That is, to me, that is the epitome of romanticizing your space. Now, a lot of people ask me where I get these paintings. Now, these paintings I get locally from local art dealers. I would recommend that if you're able to, in your area, go to a local art gallery or an art store and just shop around, see what you can find. I think it's not about copying what other people have on their wall or the art that they have on their wall. It's about being drawn to what speaks to you, what speaks to your soul, and to everyone, it's different. My third tip is to slow down. And I mean that literally and figuratively. When I feel that I'm too much in my go, future-oriented masculine energy, and I want to bring it back to the feminine, I start slowing down my movements, slowing down the amount of things that I do. I start to meditate. I pray. I think prayer is very, very important. And also I like to read a lot. And I love reading anything from, this is the book I'm currently reading, and it is very big. This one is Women's Bodies, Women's Wisdom by Dr. Christiane Northrup, who I think she's just amazing at bridging the gap between divine feminine and healing and science, which I love her for. This is the book I'm currently reading. So anything that has you slow down, journaling, anything that allows you to be creative, maybe with your hands. That could be sewing for you. That could be planting out in the garden. That could be going for a walk. Just anything that allows you to slow down your movement and slow down your life is going to help you just instantly connect. Tip number 4, pretty random, but it is skincare. For me, my skincare routine is my self-care routine. For me to spend 30 minutes in the morning or at night doing my entire skincare routine, massaging my face, using different products, listening to an audiobook or a podcast, and just letting myself just indulge in these wonderful things for my skin has helped me so much. And in doing so, I noticed the improvement of my skin. I noticed an improvement in my confidence. I don't feel like I have to wear a ton of makeup anymore like I used to. I just feel more myself when I do my skincare routine. And so that to me is just the epitome of self-care and femininity. And again, these are things that you don't have to be a girl or into makeup or beauty to do. I think everyone should have a skincare routine. Everyone should take care of the largest organ of their body. And for me, that is skin. That is taking care of it. So if you guys want a skincare routine, let me know. I have a pretty fun, easy, and it's super affordable too. I don't believe in wasting a ton of money on skincare because we use so much of it. So I have found tried and true skincare routine that has helped me a ton. And tip number 5, it is to smile, to laugh, to find happiness. And this is the thing, is smiling, laughter, and happiness are not solely feminine qualities. They're not. But when we're in that energy of smiling, of laughter, of happiness, of enjoying life, it's easier for us to get more creative, to enjoy our life, and to be present, which being present is more of a feminine quality, whereas the masculine is more forward facing, forward moving, futuristic thinking, versus the feminine is very present. So anything that makes me smile, whether that's a person in my life that I talk to and I just feel like I can just talk and smile for hours with that person and laugh, and it's just very easy and peaceful, that's what I go towards. Or if it's a show, I mean, very conscious of what I consume on television. I hardly watch TV, I hardly watch movies, but when I do, I make sure that it's something that is gonna make me laugh, gonna make me smile, that's gonna add to my life and make me enjoy life. So anything that makes me enjoy life, that makes me happy to be alive, that makes me smile, that just puts me in this present energy is what I gravitate towards. So number 5, anything that makes you present. Nothing will make you feel more at home and at ease and present than some laughter. So there you have it, guys. Those are my 5 tips, my personal tips on how I get into my feminine energy, into my goddess energy, into my divine feminine. And as you can see, it's very easy. I believe the divine feminine, and this is more like a lifestyle, right? It's more like your state of being. It's not about trying to be like anyone else or trying to suppress parts of you. It's about expressing your creativity, your true self, and that's what these 5 things allow me to do. I hope this inspired you. If it did, please comment down below. What are you going to add to your life and your daily routine to bring in the divine feminine? What changes are you going to make? I'd love to hear from you. And don't forget to subscribe to see more videos from me. And also don't forget to follow me on social media. I'm on Instagram. That's funny. I usually was on other things, but as of late, I'm only on Instagram, and let's connect over there. I love you guys so very much, and always remember this, my beautiful angels. No matter who you may be in this life, no matter what you may be going through, or what your current situation is, or what you look like, always remember your true beauty, your true worth, and your true power always come from within. I love you guys, and I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye.